guys, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Danielle. I'm here with my guests, Alan and John. And our topic today is the Adrien Broner situation. So, I'll start with you, John.
Yes.
How do you feel about the situation regarding Adrien Broner?
Well, from my understanding, Mr. Broner was, or Broner, is it Broner?
It's Broner, yeah.
Broner. He got, it was sexual battery for groping a woman. So, that's wrong. Groping women is wrong. I mean, there's no right way about this,
Right.
And, a man in his position should know better than to wildly grope a woman in public. I mean, not saying like in private that he should be wildly groping women either, but, with all these things with the Harvey Weinstein and all the sexual misconduct in Hollywood, he should have known that, the ramifications of that.
Well, yeah, I heard he got arrested at the mall, so that's kind of embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? When you get at the mall shopping, you know what I mean? You get walked out, so that was kind of embarrassing. Definitely, I know he was embarrassed about that. But him groping women. What do you think? You think it's because he feels like since he got all since he's rich and he has money that
he flushed money down the toilet, boss. So he thinks, in my opinion, he thinks he can do whatever he wants. I see a tape of him, not a tape, a video of him flushing money down the toilet.
Like literally?
Literally flushing money down the toilet.
Yeah,
So
he needs to be locked up. he's
right.
insane.
Just for that, that's a crime in itself.
That's arrested.
So do you feel as though it's more acceptable in our society when you have money versus when you don't to do something, of this nature or, domestic violence period?
No, it's not acceptable on any level, whether you're rich or poor. But at the same time, he has the delusion that he can do that because of his status. He's not even a champion anymore. Every time I watch him fight, he get beat up. So, I don't know where he gets off thinking that, he can do whatever he wants. He need to be training.
So maybe if he was undefeated or something.
Right,
no, I'm just saying.
No.
Groping isn't right.
If you undefeated, you can grope.
You might get, but no.
I condone.
He'll probably see a lawsuit.
He'll pay his way out.
I'm guessing he'll see.
He'll pay his way out.
But was it worth it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you could touch some chick's butt, or you grope on some woman in the mall. Now you got to come out of hundreds of thousands of
You
dollars.
probably could have privately spoke to the woman.
Right.
And worked out some sort of agreement to touch her butt for an undisclosed price and not been arrested.
Okay. Well, do you guys feel as though when you're more in the public eye that you're more susceptible, to, of course, allegations, of course, with the Me Too Now movement, which definitely is empowering across America. Do you feel as though when you're in the public eye that you have to move a certain way, definitely with everything that's going on right now?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you don't want,
But I don't mean to cut you off, but that's now. Because, see, it's been a culture for a long time. You know what I mean? Like partying, drugs, you know what I'm saying? Alcohol, all that stuff has been part of the culture for a while. So in my opinion, now that it's 20 years later, we was they were partying or whatever. Not saying that they're not telling the truth or whatever, but I'm just saying with the culture, if we're all out partying, you know what I mean, and we're all doing drugs, we're all doing the same thing. We're all enjoying ourselves, we're all living. And, me and another, young lady engage in something, and then 20 years later, you like, oh, you raped me, and it's like, well, we was all doing the same thing. Like, you was high, I was high, you was drunk, I was drunk. It was consensual at the time, but now that it's over, and I was drunk and I was high, and I shouldn't have did that. But at the time, it was consensual. So now all of a sudden, 20 years later, you're like, oh no, he took advantage of me. I think that's unacceptable.
Well, the president did say, it's acceptable to grab body.
Which is not, but yeah, okay.
He said it.
Yeah,
he said it like
we know.
Reach out,
Yeah.
take a handful of pussy and
see,
grab that
that's
shit.
That's what he said, yes.
Snatch up a pussy.
Well, that's why he has a fucking problem.
Yeah.
But
I think that's what Adrien Broner might have been thinking. He was thinking he was trying to make America better Like Donald Trump said, make America great again. You can grab them by the pussy. Adrien Broner in the mall like, shit, I want to make my community better.
Right.
I'm snatching pussies.
All day. All day.
That's what I'm thinking.
So are you like campaigning for like Adrien Broner for 2020 or like?
No, I was never a gentleman like that.
Okay.
I'm just saying maybe just diving into his psyche, maybe that's what he was thinking. I don't know Adrien Broner personally.
But he had that example as
that's his example
as a president. Those are the type of things
you follow.
Do.
Right, you follow your.
That I condone now because of the leadership.
Exactly.
Leadership said like damn near anything goes. So.
So do you feel as though we'll be seeing more cases similar to this? Do you feel like it's going to be ongoing?
As you can see, the whole Hollywood right now is under siege.
Right. It seemed like Hollywood was like a rape culture.
Right. That's
like
all.
People forcing you to, what's his name, Harvey Weinstein?
Yes, he started the whole controversy with
having ladies watch him
do all type of stuff. But
but
once again,
read the script. Look at me beat off.
Did you guys hear about they allegedly said like women back then they knew about the couch interview. So if you were called to like a casting call in those day and ages that you knew when they asked you to come to a couch interview what that entailed.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but I will say that, like they stated, if you're a young actress and you're trying to, get into the game and you want to roll, most of the time you have, auditions and stuff that you go to that are in public places that, you meet directors and stuff like that. When you start getting them private calls and the people telling you to come meet me at my hotel room and stuff like that, come on, man. That's not for no, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then they all, but like I say, once again, when you have power, it does come into play because they do say females, felt as though since he was so powerful, he could put them in a better position. So they were willing to do certain things that they wanted done before. But then my thing is, if he doesn't put you in that position, all of a sudden he's a bad guy. You know what I mean? So, like I say, it's a very slim subject, but.
So do you feel as though the Me Too movement is more so of a bandwagon movement, or is it solidified in its nature?
It's definitely solidified. You know what I mean? It's definitely solidified because it actually happened. Those things actually happen on.
So you're not justifying the real.
No, I'm not justifying it at all. But there's also, one thing I can say is that we have in the court of public opinion, you're guilty before, you're guilty off top before anybody even sees any evidence.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at right now, is that we got people in the court of public opinion who are like, oh, he's guilty. But until those details come out, we don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's,
Well, the moral of the story is keep your hands to yourself and don't go groping unknown women in unknown areas. You have to just move differently, especially when you're in the public eye.
I agree.